Welcome to Vintage Story, a game I have completely fallen in love with. It resembles Minecraft, but this game is a lot more complicated. It's basically an ADHD bumblebee's favourite game. I do not play efficiently. I amble around, I get lost, I explore, I ramble, both figuratively and literally. It's a game about a strange, balding man going mental in the woods, covered in scraps of copper, bees, blueberry pies, and cowering from the void horrors while smiling endlessly into the shifting horrorscape of cosmic time. What you're about to watch is a beginner's journey into the game across the span of an entire in-game year. From mud and sticks to iron tools, we follow the journey of Pug, our weird little guy. He has a fantastic balding head. Hello, what a cutie you are. The creatures of Vintage Story are vaguely humanesque blobs of multicoloured flesh. There are many like it, but this one is mine. While these blobs are genderless aliens, for the purpose of narration, we'll call it a he. He's a commoner with no specific traits or stats. This felt like the best way to learn the game. And so, we begin. Wow, there's a trader. Literally right here. On day one, we have a fortuitous spawn next to a trader. However, there's no trader inside, likely because they are hiding from the rift. Pug is a little curious, so he stands inside of it. Not a good idea, buddy. Whoa, what the Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. Pug walks off into the wilderness collecting stones, and the rift watches, following him. He makes sure to mark the trader on the map. First, he collects some sticks from the branchy leaves, these always drop sticks, and picks up some flint. Pug also finds some clay immediately, which is excellent. We'll need this to craft all sorts of items, including tool molds and cooking apparatus. There is both red and blue clay here, right next to each other. Awesome. Pug naps a flint knife and a flint spearhead out of the flint he's found. He crafts both a flint knife and a flint spear, and then naps an axe. And with that, our little guy has the makings of a rudimentary toolkit. Next up on the to-do list is cattails. These can be used to craft hand baskets, which will give Pug some extra space to carry stuff, as he can only carry so much in his weird gelatinous blue hands. He looks up. A majestic tree sits on a rocky outcropping. The tree seems to whisper to him. "Everything is going to be okay, little Pug," the tree says. Pug collects dry grass by using a knife on the grassy patches. He also finds some horsetail, which can be combined with cattails to make some rudimentary healing items. Pug is going to need these. The world of Vintage Story is harsh and full of horrors. His inventory is already full, so we craft some hand baskets using the cattails. Pug takes a little break from the rain underneath the tree. Pug finds some chalk rock, which is useful much further down the line, but we won't worry about that too much right now. He marks it on the map for later. He crafts the other hand baskets. Pug can carry so much. Strong little Pug. There's even room for some wood, so he cuts down a tree. It's slow and painful, and Pug's little blue hands are quite pathetically weak at the moment. Pug decides to settle under the gaze of the great tree. He naps a shovel to help him clear some of the dirt. With the dirt, Pug forms some cob, an efficient building material that is a little better than raw dirt. You just need to combine grass and dirt. He carves out a little face in the hillside and builds a cob box. Just perfect. The classic survival game box. With his rudimentary hovel constructed, Pug collects some clay. He wants to stick his hands in this stuff as soon as possible. Back in the hole, he chops up some wood with an axe to create firewood, then sticks and grass to make a firelighter. And then Pug rubs those magic blue hands together, and amazing, we have light and warmth, a cozy little campfire. Yes, he's very satisfied. Those roots smell delicious, don't they, little man? My little blue friend. Delicious root. Pug collects more grass and crafts hay bales, and then turns those hay bales into a small sleeping spot. The night is drawing in, and it's best not to be awake when the void horrors come to tickle you, Pug. All praise the tree, the blessed tree. All praise the tree. Those are some good moves you got going on there. The magic of the tree is inside of you. Pug, the magic of the tree. Okay, he eats some more roots for dinner, blocks up the entrance, and begins some clay forming. Pug starts with 4 clay bowls. I don't know why, it just felt right at the time. The pottery system in this game is amazing. You have to use individual voxels to fill out the shape of your item. It is slow and methodical work, but ultimately very satisfying. You can use the duplicate layer mode to quickly fill out a shape. Next up, a cooking pot, then a storage vessel. Cooking pots can be used to make meals on the campfire, and the storage vessel is just good early game storage, and veggies and mushrooms and the like will spoil slower while inside the vessel. Much of this game is about preparing for winter, I have learned, and it all begins here, with Pug fingering some clay in a small hole. This is the real beauty of Vintage Story. He can't finish the pot and it's getting late, so he heads to bed. And so ends day one of Pug's little adventure. Sweet dreams, my little Pug. My little blue friend. My little blue freak. Pug devours some roots for breakfast. Look at his little smile. What a damn cutie. Oh my god, he's eating like an absolute maniac. Pug. That's so many roots. He is one hungry little boy. After finishing the vessel, Pug needs to fire them in a pit kiln. Vintage Story thankfully has an excellent handbook built right into the game. Without it, I am nothing. The handbook is everything. First, he makes a torch, then lights it on the campfire. He puts the vessel, cooking pot, and bowls in 1x1 holes in the ground. I know you can put 4 bowls at once in a hole now, but Pug at this moment does not. Please forgive him. His brain is only made out of blue custard. Dry grass. Then you fill the holes with grass, sticks and firewood, but he doesn't have enough sticks. Trust me, in Vintage Story, you will never have enough sticks. While out collecting them, Pug runs into his first adversary, a rather large bear. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, that's a bear. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Pug quickly runs away. Bears are no joke. He also stumbles across some bees. Bees are very useful, but we'll get into that much later. He marks them on the map for the future. Pug also goes to battle with this pig, eventually slaughtering it with his spear. As you can see, it is very easy to become distracted in Vintage Story. A simple quest for sticks turned into bear evasion, bee finding and pig slaughter. It is a beautiful game. Chase the pig. There's so much to do in this game. My brain is it's having a dopamine overload right now. He uses a knife to skin the boar. It provides him with skin, meat and fat. These are all essential items, so he grabs them all. Inventory space is a real puzzle in this game, and you often have to make decisions about what you want to keep and what to drop. You get better bags later on, but for now, Pug can only carry so much. With the roar of thunder overhead, Pug hurries home. He hurries right into... Oh shit. That's a bear. That's a bear. That's a bear. Oh my god, that's a bear. Leave me alone. Oh, okay. Okay. Back in his hole, he cooks some meat. While he waits for it to cook, he treats the boar hide with a bit of fat. Pug leaves it on the floor for it to turn into a pelt, which he can use later to craft some more interesting items. He also enjoys his first bit of succulent meat. Outside, he fills in the pit kilns with some sticks on top of the dry grass, then wood on top. He also makes sure to clear the area of grass, as the pit kilns can cause the blocks nearby to catch on fire. He lights the kilns. In a few hours, they will be ready. Pug admires his progress underneath the watchful gaze of the holy tree. Burn, burn, burn the fires of industry. Progress is inevitable. Man or blue creature will not be thwarted by bears and boars. He will seize the day and shape the world in his blue image. But industry also needs patience. Pug crafts a wooden pan, which he can use on sand to sieve through water. You can get copper pieces this way and other bits of interesting loot. Pug tries to save a drowning butterfly, but he can't. Poor Pug. Or butterfly. Oh no. Sorry, butterfly. He plants some cranberry bushes. This will hopefully grow into beautiful berries later, and finds some resin on the pine tree next to his house. Pug doesn't know what it's for, but it seems important, and when he checks the handbook, well, holy balls, this game is complicated as hell. We'll worry about that all later. Pug goes out exploring and finds some quartz. Again, he doesn't know what it's for, but if we can offer you one tip after 50 hours or so of this game, make sure to mark everything on your map. Everything. On his swim home, Pug admires the great tree of life. He hopes it brings blessings to his time in this dark world. Pug rounds off the evening doing some panning, sifting sand through water. In the hole, he crafts a reed basket out of cattails and puts some stuff inside. Excellent. It's a bit cramped in the hole, but don't worry, we'll expand soon enough. He sits in his hole and plans for the next few days. First, he will search for copper bits on the surface. Here he can find copper by panning, but it's quite a long process. Pug also wants to find some soil with better fertility and some seeds so he can start his own little farm. All in good time, my sweet little dude. As he falls asleep, he can hear the bear growling outside. On day 3, Pug wakes to the sound of the bear again. There's also another monster here, and well, only with a knife and a bit of bad luck, Pug gets ripped to shreds by the bear. And a bear. And I got mauled by a bear immediately. Thankfully, he has settled close to spawn, so he just hurries back to the hole. He is glowing slightly with the magic of death. Pug does not question this. Anyway, who was that little grey dude throwing shite at him? He can pick up his stuff with no bear in sight, and then begins work on a new project, a slightly larger living area. As he's going about his work, he's interrupted by a weird creature firing arrows at him. He dives into the water with his spear to deal with it. This is a bowdawn, strange creatures that sometimes roam the earth. He begins clearing out a space for his new room, but becomes intensely distracted by the presence of the great tree. All hail the great tree. Bask in its brilliance, Pug. Worship the tree. Worship the tree. Looks like you're doing something else to the tree, to be honest. Oh dear. Pug clears out the area and then uses the dirt to create packed dirt with 6 pieces of regular dirt, and then 6 pieces of packed dirt to create rammed earth. These are slightly better looking bits of dirt. We only want the best for our little weirdo. The foundations are looking pretty good, but as typical of Pug, he becomes instantly distracted by our pottery goods, which have finished firing in the pit kilns. He's a hungry little fella, so he cooks some mushrooms in the cooking pot to create a hearty mushroom stew. Rattling. Oh, Pug, it's all coming up, Puggers. Yeah, he looks so excited to eat his stew. Praise the tree. Okay, lit. That. Oh. Unfortunately, Pug has 99 problems, and they're all bears. Pug helps himself to a bowl of stew. He checks outside. No bear. But he does want to get out of the area, really, so he plans a trip to the north to see what he can find. He stops to collect some tulle. Not sure how to pronounce this exactly, but it can be used to make thatch, which is a useful roofing material. Pug picks up the roots too, which can be consumed. He frolics through the woods, foraging as he goes. There are mushrooms and berries and other delights in the trees. Pug stops to admire this raging mountain waterfall. Sublime. After a full day of foraging, he returns to the hole, says hello to the bear, who is thankfully distracted by a rabbit, and settles in to cook some more mushroom stew. No. You don't want to come in here. No. You don't want to come in here, buddy. That's it. Go away. There are rather a lot of horrible things outside. These creatures are called drifters, some horrors dredged up from the muck. Together with the bear, they mean instant death. Pug just pretends nothing is happening and eats some stew. Always smiling, our little guy. He goes to bed, ignoring the drifter fingers between the slats of his crudely built door. What are we going to do about this, Pug, then, hey? I just want to build my house and do my pottery, really. I'm not that interested in you guys outside. Hello, would you like to learn about our sweet Saviour, Jesus Christ? Well, have you heard about our tree? Praise the tree. On the morning of day 4, the monsters are still there, so Pug smashes his way through the wall of his hole to get around them. There are so many. He quickly tries to build a nerd pole, but they knock him from it. Pug and his spear against a horde of little clay men. Fight, Pug, fight. In the end, it is Pug who is victorious, and he thanks the tree. Standing in the shell of his new home, Pug clay forms a crucible. This is used for smelting ore. It's a little early to be thinking of this, but it's good to be prepared. He also does the same for pickaxe and hammer molds. So we've got a crucible here, pickaxe mold, and a hammer mold. Then it's another brief foraging trip, chopping trees, collecting mushrooms, and admiring the awe-inspiring landscapes of Vintage Story. On his wanderings, he finds some brown coal in a cliff face. That's saved the map for later. He heads back to the camp and gets his pit kilns ready to be lit. His pelt is also ready to be crafted with. He can use it to make a hunter backpack, a slightly large backpack option compared to the hand baskets. You know what time it is. Oh, nice. Now we have a cool backpack on. Yes, Pug. Looking good. Enjoy that meal. Before it gets too late, he makes some arid packed dirt with sand and dirt for a slightly different wall texture. Pug is making great progress. He eats another stew and then admires the tree in the evening light. All hail the tree. Then it's time to rest. He falls asleep in front of the glowing embers of the fire. On day 5, Pug heads out in the morning for a therapy session with the tree. It's regarding the large bear on his property. We will ask the tree for guidance. What dost thou say, tree? Do we kill the bear? Or will we die trying? Oh, what's that creature over there? Maybe we'll kill that instead. Oh, God. Look at him up there, admiring his empire. Yeah, he can smell me on the air. Jeez. Just me and the bear living side by side. Over the afternoon, he works on his house. Pug is going to use these wattled gates as windows because they look cute. Then he spends quite a lot of the day sitting in a puddle up to his waist, sifting through sand for treasure. After a day's work, he has acquired some useful things, like a copper spearhead and 6 nuggets of copper in total. Next, he plans a trip to this large lake to the north of the camp. He wants to find more vegetables and seeds. Pug takes his hay bed with him in case he needs to camp out for the night. Off on an adventure, on the hunt for vegetables. He manages to spear a rabbit on the way. Nice shot, Pug. It seems like he was just getting his eye in, because the next one is an even better throw. Oh! Nailed him. Okay, we're getting better. On the way, he checks in on the trader, who has returned from his travels. Hello there. Haven't seen you around before. You just wake up. I don't know what you mean. Your kind have been popping up like daisies across the land. Don't know where you're from. Don't know what you're doing here. None of you seem keen to talk about it. I'm sorry. It's better left unsaid. That's all right, stranger. What's your name? Kind of you to ask, traveller. It's Stretch. Stretch has a bunch of different stuff for sale, but we currently have no gears, the game's currency, so this is no use to us right now. He walks through a delightful sandy pine forest and finds more resin on a tree. Pug wades through the swamps like an intrepid adventurer in a long-lost world. Hello. Pug encounters another boar that fancies a piece of him, but he's just too good with his spear. He helps himself to its fat and skin. Wow. I love this game. He collects more berry bushes, wanders through the lush fields, and stumbles across an old ruin. Pug digs around in the dirt, but finds nothing. Just a small remnant of those that came before him. What happened to this world? Another pig comes to see what he's doing, but after a good few pokes and a well-timed spear throw, it's more fat for him. He decides to spend the night underneath the old ruins. On the morning of day 6, he collects some medium fertility soil. Though he likes his camping spot and the gaze of the brilliant tree, the soil nearby his home is only low fertility. He will use this soil instead to start a small farm once he finds some seeds. Wandering through the fields, Pug finds some rye. This can be used to grow grains and make flour, bread and pies. Delicious. He also finds some flax, which is very important for making linen. With it you can build a windmill. That's a long way off though. He also collects some puffball mushrooms and finally finds some turnips. Pug is a turnip man, always has been, always will be. He watches the deers frolic in the grass, then finds some copper orbits on the surface. This pig hates me. Watches Pug handily scampers up the side of a mountain. After getting harassed by a boar, Pug stumbles across some more old ruins on the lakeside. There are some cracked vessels inside. This one is full of quartz, which we can later turn into glass. Pug doesn't know that right now, and his inventory is very full, but we better take these anyway. The other pot has some magnetite ore in, which is iron. We're a bit far from that at the moment, but again, we better take it with us. Oh, look at that beautiful, misty mountain. Oh, stunning. Every now and then, I just need to take a look at Pug's face. Hello. Pug finds some gold on the surface and some lead in a cliff face. So much to find, so much to do, and so little time for our little blue custard brain to make any sense of it. Ah, home sweet home. We made it. What a journey. There's a bunch to do. He needs to sort out his storage, plant some berry bushes, prepare a bunch of hides, and cook some delicious meat stew. Old tree, help me cure my ADHD. There's too much to do in this game. Simply too much to do. Look at that damn smile. Okay, Pug, so we're making fantastic progress. I need to go and eat lunch myself now, but when I come back, I'm going to play more, and we're going to do more stuff and have fun. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. See you soon, Puggy. First thing first, on day 7, Pug prepares some crock moulds. Not like crocks for your feet, but crocks that you can preserve food in. These meat stews will last much longer if kept in a crock, and even longer if we can build a cellar. To fire these beautiful potted items, though, we need sticks. He eventually collects enough sticks to fill the pit kilns. Pug tries to put some thatch on his roof, but this is an utter nightmare. Please watch him struggle for a moment. Praise the tree. And praise our new house. Oh, it's coming along. Go down and get a nice look at it. I mean, it's quite ugly right now, but just trust the process. Trust the process, Pug. Okay? In classic vintage story fashion, Pug doesn't bother putting thatch on the roof and gets distracted by digging out a small farm area on the lake. He can place down the medium fertility soil here and get his flax production up early on. He can put some finishing touches on his house as the light goes dim. He fills in the roof with more rammed earth and uses crude gates for the door and windows, as these won't break when used. It's me and the bear and the tree. Ah. That is so pretty. On the following day, Pug starts early, digging a big charcoal pit. This is pretty simple really, a hole in the ground full of firewood. But you need a lot of wood, so we get to it. Once the pit is full, you need to cover it with dirt and then start a fire on an exposed stack of firewood. Light it, then cover with dirt. Ta-da! Pug, we have a charcoal pit. He investigates his crocks full of meat stew. Pug will indeed need a cellar to keep them preserved for longer. He wants to build a trapdoor to go over the top of the cellar entrance, but apparently we need planks for that, and I don't know how to get planks yet. Storage is becoming a real issue, so he heads out to hunt for more cattails, but gets distracted by hunting this pig and this large cave, which he finds some copper in. Sound of the rain falling on the leaves. Very nice. And then he finds another pig. As he harvests the pig, please pay attention to the 3 cattails currently in Pug's inventory.
Yummy,
The entire
yummy.
purpose of this trip was to get cattails. It's simply too easy to get distracted in this wonderful world of the vintage story. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. I was going to say, don't want to kill all the pigs, because then they can't reproduce, but it's probably fine. Oh, I've hesitated now and it's got away. Oh well. Puck had a momentary change of heart there. He looked deep into the pig's eyes and said, "Not today, pig, not today. Today you will live. Pug has decided, the tree has decided that you will live today." Home, sweet home. How's it looking? Still cooking? Nice. Hey, you good looking. What you got cooking? Just gonna do a few exterior projects here, little pug. We won't win any architectural awards for this pug, but it is something at least. Pug brings his food down into the cellar, as keeping it in a cellar keeps it fresher for longer. Oh, lovely. Yeah, this is going to be real nice once it's all done. I don't know. Let's get some sleep anyway. Alright, we need to do a lot more clay today. Clay, clay, clay. Pug loves to put his fingers in the clay. Clay is the answer to everything in Vintage Story. I can't believe we're this far in and we still don't have copper. Got other things on my mind. I could have had copper already for sure if I just spent a bit more time panning. But, yeah, turns out this is what I like to do. I like clay. And by me, I mean Pug, obviously. You haven't worshipped the tree today, Pug. You better get that in. Oops. Good morning, tree. What have you got to tell me today? A little storm passing overhead. Okay, more cooking pots. I think we can only do one. Oh no, we can. We can do all 4. And, honestly, I mean, what else can we even make? Pug spends all morning with the clay. Pug is also able to craft more backpacks and gets the pit kilns outside going. Ah, we're making excellent progress. Look at our little base now. Coming along beautifully. Thank you, tree, for blessing me and bringing me peace and allowing me to prosper and thrive. I don't even see the bear anymore. Maybe he's moved on to different pastures. Anyway, I think what's next is some good old-fashioned panning to get enough copper. It's going to be really nice to get some proper tools that don't keep breaking, you know? He also goes panning to sift for more copper. Of course, he gets distracted and cures more pelts and cooks some steaks in the pot. Huge stew. Absolutely massive stew. The biggest stew mankind has ever seen. The biggest stew Pug has ever made. Let's do some more panning. He's a pan man. Ski ba 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 da bop. Ba 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 da bop. He's a pan man. Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the absolute fucking hell out of me. You fucking bastard thing. Oh, I was just minding my own business, just panning away. Oh, where did that come from? I was just singing. I was just doing my panning songs, and this freak came out of nowhere. Why? You do this to me. Thanks for your flax. Sheesh. Okay, back to panning. Ooh, a lapis lazuli. Ooh, that's very pretty. I don't know what I use that. A lapis lazuli? Lazuli? Hello, Mazuli. How you doing, my lazuli? These are the mutterings of a pan-obsessed madman. Ah, beautiful. It's coming along very nicely, isn't it, Mr. Pugman? Ooh. Big storm rolling over. We should be okay. I don't know exactly how much iron I need. Not iron, sorry, copper. So I'm just gonna keep going. He did a bit of panning over there. Now he's gonna do a little bit of panning over here. Pan, me mama, yup, me pan. How's it looking? 8. Ooh, there's drifters around. They must be coming out of that there rift. Very lovely. Now that's a cozy little guy. That's a cozy little pug if I've ever seen one. Pugging hell, my little friend. You just look so pugging cute right now. Good morning, Pug. How are you today? I think today we're going to do a bit of house stuff, maybe. I don't know. I say that, but I'm probably going to immediately get distracted by something else. We will have some lunch, though, first of all. Okay, so which way haven't we gone? We haven't gone this way, I don't think. So, yeah, so we'll kind of head... Is that where we spawned? I think it was, actually. So there's a huge ocean that way. We got to here. We've been up to here. Oh, you mother... Let's go on another little adventure, shall we, Rotters? Oh, I called you Rotley. That's the name of my Project Zomboid character. Your name is Pug. Rest in peace. Right, let's go. Oh, there's copper. Right here. How did I miss it? Loads of it. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. I missed it. That's so funny. Pug marks down the surface copper on the map. He can return later to go digging in the sand for the delicious treasure that awaits beneath the dust. Ruins here too. Ooh, with a farming thing. Wow, how did I miss this? What did we get? Cattails and a copper scythe. Cut and harvest up to 6 adjacent plants such as grass, reeds or crops with a single swing. Hell yeah. That's so good. Amazing. Oh, that's such a good find, actually. I'm going to be checking these trees for resin as well. That sounds like a wolf. Man versus nature. The Spartan child fighting a wolf with its bare hands. This is Pug, and he stands his ground. Wow. Get your heart racing, that does. Oof. He is able to heal his wounds with cattails and horsetails he finds in the shrub. Okay, so I think we kind of want to work in this direction a bit. Yeah, let's go this way. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this way and loop back down. Little structure here. On his adventures, Pug encounters strange structures, and he is unable to remember anything about the old world, who lived here long ago. The trek through the desert is lush, but tiring and hot. The trader appears in the distance, like a beautiful oasis. Hi. What are you doing out here? Hello there. What's your name? Kind of you to ask. It's Bounder. Got anything to trade? Why live out here like this? Most people live in the villages, holed up and cautious of any threats, and there certainly are threats, as you've likely seen. Not for me, though. I like it out here, and besides, there's a profit to be made. What are those horrible creatures? Ah, those miserable souls, cursed ones, drifters. They come and go, lost in grief and rage, punished by God they were. They could seek atonement, but nay, all they wish to do is spread more misery. They challenged God himself, and God cast them down into the earth to wriggle like worms. They remained there still in the deep. It's not safe down below, not safe at all. Blue cheese. Oh, no way can you get blue cheese in this game. That's my quest. That's Pug's quest. He loves blue cheese. See you, bud. Right, we might need to find somewhere to sleep, though, buddy. Just keep getting lost in how beautiful the game is. And so we'll spend the night camped out on the edge of a mountain. Just watch the sun go down. Now that is the face of a guy who is looking at a beautiful sunset. Look at that little smile. Those sparkling blue eyes. What a handsome old bugger. Oh, now that is a vibe. Beautiful. You're really strutting your stuff. Let's go. It's nice and early. No monsters in the night, which is reassuring. It's raining, but it's fine. So we're wearing a hat. Visibility is quite poor today, so I don't know if we'll actually be able to find anything. Swing down kind of this way to cover a bit more ground. He finds many ruins on his path and collects the bony soil from beneath the tiled stones. After many miles covered, Pug finally reaches the lake near his house, having completed a perfect half circle of exploration. Home sweet home. Let's get you a meal ASAP, buddy. So the farm's coming along somewhat. Stuff is growing. It's quite exciting. Nice, we've got our first charcoal here. I think copper's on the cards. I think copper is on the cards. The industry of man, from sticks and mud to red-hot copper. Oh, this is exciting. Yeah, he's doing a little dance. He's celebrating there. Our little pugger. Okay, so we put this in our offhand. Oh, okay. He spills a little molten copper on himself, but don't mind that. Now we need to wait for that to cool down, I guess. There's enough copper for a pick, a hammer, and 2 ingots. While they cool off, Pug works on his roof. Lovely stuff. Starting to look real good. Got our copper on the go. Our house is... I mean, it's looking... Not like outstanding yet. How's the front look? I mean, it looks like something. It certainly looks like something. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. Oh my god. We have a copper pickaxe. Nice. Now the game really begins. About 5 or 6 hours in, I think. Took a while to get our first pickaxe. That's the beauty of vintage story, isn't it, Pug? And you say thank you to the tree. Thank you, old tree, our heavenly father, for bringing me this bounty. There is always something else to craft in vintage story. A quern, an anvil, a small light to keep the place cozy. The quest of industry never ends. It's quite cozy, really. Right now it is quite late, so let's go down to our hole, get some rest. Excellent work today, buddy. Excellent work. Good morning, puggers. All praise the tree. He cleans up the outside of his house of the creepy crawlies, lights a fire. What are you doing, Pug? Cooks some meat, then crafts a copper hammer and smashes the large chunks of copper up with it. He gets about 80 copper from this. Instantly distracted, Pug expands his farm. He needs more food before the long winter sets in. My turnip's almost done. Flax is coming along nicely as well. Oh, they're froggies, I think. That's what they must be. Because look, there's loads here. Hi. Tiny little slime things. Or maybe they're meant to be the crickets, I don't know. Pug collects more molten copper and pours it into backup molds. He also crafts a forge, which he'll need to continue smelting. Ah, beautiful day, Puggy. Crops are growing. The farm, it looks a bit ugly, but the house is looking a bit ugly, but it's okay. Let's chop down some trees. You okay, buddy? Yeah, I thought you might say hello. Nice. There goes the tree. There goes my tree. Nice. Prospecting pick on the way as well. The prospecting pick is a funny little vintage story addition that Pug will still need to work out. Apparently it tells you where ore is, or something like that. How much would a woodchuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That is the question, my dearest friends. That's what Pug is wondering at this time. He is a little bit curious about that question. Oh, look at the baby tweez. Hi. He spends the evening clay forming in his cozy mud hut. Alright, it's 10 PM. It's dark outside, Pug. Let's get some rest, buddy. Good morning. Rot, rot, rot in crock. On the next day, he reads about the prospecting pick and decides to just figure it out as he goes along. But before heading out, he just needs to harvest some turnips. Mature turnips. Hell yeah, brother. Pug gets to prospecting. All you need to do is hit 3 blocks in a small radius. The pick will then tell you what ores are nearby and at what concentration. Very poor native copper. Very poor bismuthinite. Very poor lignite. 5.9% of the area. However, the prospecting is not a success. So Pug keeps walking and exploring. Ah, just the most splendid, immaculate vibes. Get a little bit of more module. Just about collecting little bits and pieces as you go, you know. It's a slow and steady process. Whoa, look at all these mushrooms too. Almost missed them. I mean, I'm sure there are caves that are closer to us, but I really liked the vibe of that one. You know, there were a lot of enemies. And I feel like where there's lots of bad guys, that's where the good stuff is, you know. But it's just really annoying that we have to go around this massive mountain every time. I mean, I feel like we're going... Yeah, it's like all the way... It's like in this really... Like, do you know what I mean? It got all the way around. That's fine. I don't mind. You never know what you're going to find on the way. It's so funny. I haven't even made it to the cave yet. And my inventory's full. He finally reaches the cave that he'd found previously with plenty of copper in its walls. Nice, tons of copper. Man, this cave is big. It made a really nice sound when I dropped that thing. Oh boy. Okay, there's nothing down this way. Actually makes me feel like a cave explorer and reminds me of just how much I don't think I'd enjoy that. I'm fairly claustrophobic, I would say, generally. I mean, most people are, aren't they? Oh. Oh. Oh my. I'm not ready, I don't think. Get away from me, you little freak. Get in that hole. Yeah. I'm not ready, boy. I'm not a ready boy. After spelunking, Pug carves out a little room for himself and then just decides to poke his head into the adjoining cave. Boy, is he glad he did. I'll leave my little bowl of food out. Maybe a little track Santa Claus in the night. Just gonna have a look over here quickly. Oh. No way, what's... Oh, Jesus. Oh, cool. Copper lantern, ruined gladius. astrolabe, ruined weapons. Oh, this is cool as hell. Oh, mate, okay. Let's get some rest before we get eaten by monsters. It's almost 10 o'clock, yeah. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, let's get some rest. Good morning, buddy. Oh. Hello. Let's check out this really cool place and carry everything we can. Puffballs be gone.
Ugg faffs around for several minutes trying to organise his inventory. He wants to take everything home with him, but he's not finding it easy to carry. Can someone just tell him we can come back for it later?
Yeah, so I'm just going to need all of this, actually. Damn, man, that is so cool. Okay, let's just go back and drop our stuff off and come back immediately to pick up the rest of the stuff.
There are a lot of fun things in that room, but he will need glue to piece them back together. That's a task for another day.
The fact that you can find stuff like that makes me love this game even more than I already do. That is one of my favourite things to do in games, is to discover stuff like that, you know? And then return home and fill my base with all the treasures that I've discovered. That is what I'm all about. And it seems like Vintage Story is going to be the perfect game to scratch that itch. That's one of my problems with Minecraft, really, is like, you find cool stuff, but like there's nothing like all the decorations and stuff, there's not really much going on. Do you know what I mean? You can make your house look very pretty, but I'm looking for like cool, unique stuff to put in my house, you know, mostly. That's what I'm after. Right. I mean, we didn't really get what we needed from that trip. Really, at all. As in, we didn't even in the slightest get any copper. I think we got maybe like 60 copper. Not really that much. Kind of useless. But we found treasure, so that's the most important thing. Let's hurry home with our goodies. It would be good, I think, to craft some bigger storage that I can carry on my back. Let's see how you do that. Let's have a look. I'm just going to put this guy next here. Hello. What's your name? We finally have a friend. I'm going to call you, Michael. No, that's a terrible name. Oh. Hell yes, that looks great.
Back at base, Pug gets distracted by the possibilities of crafting. He wants to create everything, including new clothes, though everything is stuck behind his inability to smith any tools.
What are you doing, Pug? Are you reading it, or what do I do with this? Sheesh. Okay. Bit much, wasn't it?
After a little bit of base organisation, doesn't it look nice? He goes prospecting again. He needs huge amounts of copper to continue progressing and to smith new items.
Native copper, large amounts. Okay, it must be around here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, I was one layer off. Are you kidding me? That is... Oh, I shouldn't be digging from... That's just a crazy idea. Oh, like that. Yeah, I thought that might happen. But at least now I know where it is, so I can just dig it from above. Ah, I dig that massive hole for nothing. It's okay. I'm learning. Where is it? Look at his arms. What are you doing, Bug? He's like one of those wobbly, wobbly things that's in a very heavy windstorm. Nice. This is a lot of copper, actually. Wow, there's just a ton of it. Alright, well that's probably enough for one day. Praise the tree. Just thank you so much, tree. Bask in its glorious green light. Be one with the tree, Pug. Be one with the tree. Thank it for your bountiful copper harvesting. Fantastic. Let's have a look at how much we have so far. 59 chunks. I feel like that's quite a lot of copper. Oh, baby. 20 pieces smelt into 1 times copper inglet. Inglet. Hello, my name is Inglet. It's getting there. Our humble little base. It's definitely getting there.
Ah, copper galore. A feast of copper. But yet, Pug needs more copper. He deserves more copper.
Excellent work today, Puggers. Excellent work. Yeah. He looks very pleased with himself, but then he looks pleased with himself every day, regardless of what he does. Let's get some rest. Good morning, my little friend. How do I get rot out of my crock? How do I get rot out of this bowl? What would I do in real life? I feel like Vintage Story is pretty good at just mimicking. Wash it, maybe? No way did that work. That is so funny. Man, this game is just something else, man. It really is something else.
And so he, little Pug, quickly returns to the mines on the following day. Pug mines until his pickaxe breaks, then uses the prospecting pick to see how much copper is still nearby. Just a little bit. To fuel the fires of industry, Pug needs more charcoal. This will grow in scale as his desire for new gear also grows.
Hey! You keep creeping me out a little bit, buddy. Wow, Pug, you are extremely close to him. Give him a little smooch. Alright.
He gets the copper onto the hot coals, around 1,300 units. Plenty of copper for his next forging plans. He pours the molten copper into the anvil mold. It's all coming together.
Okay. Oh, so we've got another pickaxe, 2 ingots on the go, another pickaxe, and, oh baby, an anvil. Which means we can smith. Which means we need to use the forge. Which means we need to get more charcoal. Yes. The endless grind and toil, Pug. You yearn to work, don't you, boy? Yes, and he's always content. He's the happiest little chap. Happiest little chap in town. My name is Pug and I sleep in a hole. My name is Pug and I sleep in a hole. Sing it with me. My name's Pug and I sleep in a hole. Good morning, Pugmeister. Today is a very special day indeed. First of all,
On the next morning, a crispy, lovely morning, he removes the anvil from its mould. It makes a lovely, satisfying plunk as he sets it down. Pug places the ingots in the forge with some charcoal and lights it. When the ingots are ready, he uses the tongs to transfer the ingots to the anvil. Pug would like to smith a chisel first, as he needs it for a variety of items. So begins his smithing journey.
nice. Okay, let's go.
With his second ingot, he wants to smith a saw.
This is so cool. Okay.
While he waits for the smithed items to cool, he does a little bit of work on the house. Then he has an epiphany. He reckons he can just drop the items in water to cool them off. Pug has a beautiful blue brain.
Nice, okay. That's a very satisfying sound, isn't it? Nice, now we have a saw. Nice. Saw achieved. Nice. Yeah. Wicked, okay. And a chisel too.
Next up, he needs a quern to grind materials. That requires stone blocks. You need to isolate a floating block for the block to fall down as a whole block. Block, block, block. Once acquired, he crafts a quern. Pug turns the quern by hand to grind some grain into flour. Eventually we can use wind power to turn the quern, but for now Pug just uses his purple stumps.
Oh, that's just... That's just lovely, isn't it? I'm just up, grinding on my quern. That's Pug's song. He likes to sing. Grain grinds into flour, a food material that can be turned into bread using a jug and some water to make dough, and then placing the dough in a bread oven to make bread. So much stuff, Pug. His poor little head is spinning from the possibilities. Flour also lasts for years in storage, so it makes for excellent sustainable food during the long winter. Wow, we have been doing a lot of stuff, and I am a bit bamboozled, to be honest. It's been quite something. After a busy day, he settles down on his little straw mat. On the following day, to take a break from the toils of crafting, he goes on an adventure and is promptly chased by an angry wolf. He returns to the old ruined room to pick up some more interesting bits and pieces, and then goes on a lovely, slow walk back through an early summer storm. Big summer storm. Ah, there's my beautiful house. Back at home, he gets cozy in front of the bubbling cooking pot. Good night, little Pug. Good night, sleep well, my little friend. On the next day, another rainy one, Pug saws some pine planks out of his pine logs. He can build some shelves. Nothing quite makes a purple man like making some shelves. Oh, yes, boy. Okay, right. What the hell do we build our house out of? Just trying to think what I want to go for. This is going to be like the little gatehouse, and I kind of want to put a building along this ridge. With his new toolkit, Pug can start planning a home upgrade. Ay, ay, ay. There's just so much to do, isn't there, Tree? Yeah, so much to do. Of course, Pug instantly gets distracted and starts grinding up some flint chunks to make calcined flint, which he can combine with clay to create fire clay, so he can build some bloomery forges. These get much, much hotter and will allow Pug to eventually craft things like glass and iron. Wow, what a day of doing basically nothing. Just running admin, pretty much. Wow. So much stuff. And we'll just grind up some bones from some bone meal for our plants. Maybe it'll make them better. We need more flax, you see. He also builds some barrels. He's not entirely sure what he can use these for, but he'll later learn this is where you treat pelts to turn them into leather. Ah, it's been raining non-stop for a few days now. It's still nice though. I like it in the rain. Feel quite cozy. Just before bed, he crafts his first fire bricks and gets them ready for firing in a pit kiln. He'll need many more to build his bloomery forges. Also, these berries have never given me any anything. Now, I'm thinking the issue is that a little birdie told me that raccoons will steal the berries off the bushes, which is probably why these have never actually provided me with anything. Tomorrow, we're going on an adventure. Delicious turnip stew. Good morning, Tree. Oh, what you doing, buddy? Yeah. He's like caught in freeze frame. Climbing the ladders, isn't he? Right. I don't know. Let's just go really north, I reckon. Really, really north. I'm going to take my bed just in case we get stuck out here. Pug sets out on his adventure on the new day and instantly stops to collect some chalk rock. This will come in handy later to create lime water for treating pelts. He also discovers he can draw with chalk on other rocks. Pug make art. Pug big brain. As he wanders the beautiful sights and sounds of Vintage Story, he stops to prospect along the way, keeping a nice map of where ores are located. He finds some peat, a great fuel, admires the view, and admires more of the view. He discovers a barren environment of gravel and the wind whips over the dusty stones. He prospects in formidable caves. In an abandoned ruin, he finds a linen sack, a larger bag to strap to his back. Pug builds a small elevated platform to sleep on to hopefully avoid the creatures of the night. He falls asleep underneath the stars. Oh, stars. Quite a view, isn't it, Pug? Another day, more adventure. The vistas are spectacular. More prospecting. More wonders of the natural world. Nice. Look at that floating island with the stalactites. Stalactites on the bottom of it. More and more emerging in the distance. Wow. After a day of wandering the wilds, collecting bits and pieces and crafting his map of the world, he eventually returns to his small mud shack. At last he can rest in his own little pug hole. He spends the morning of the next day building an area where he can plant his fruit bushes, with a wall to protect them from pesky raccoons. It's looking pretty good, puggers. The rest of the day is dedicated to collecting clay and crafting more fire bricks ready for the pit kilns. Let's get some rest. On the next day, more clay, more kerning. Pug is a proper kerner. Kern on, my crazy diamond. More bricks. Bricks are the foundation of everything. Yummy, yummy resin. It's not looking amazing right now. Like this middle area, but it will. It will. Just do a little prospecting. Not much good. Not much good stuff, really. Nice, okay. Now we need an oven. Okay. Let's make a big clay oven. Not gonna have enough, am I? Let's grind it up. Okay, so we've got more powdered flint. Oh, well, we'll get that tomorrow then. Let's get some rest. Good night, Puggy. A little pugster. Put that in our new kitchen building, which is going to be this place. Once it's up and running. How do I make pie? Pies require a clay oven to bake them in. Table on which to form your pies. Oh, hell yes! But now, I don't actually have anything to put in my pies. Yeah, as expected, those are poisonous as hell. Pug heads out to look for more things to eat and turn into pies. Who would have thought it? The death cap mushroom is bad for you. Violet webcap, however, delicious. More bees. Bees, glorious bees. Back at home, he stuffs some fruit into the pies and gets them ready for eating the next day. Good night, little pugster. In the morning, he slaps his pie about and decorates some more different pies. Okay, blueberry pie is cooking in there. Oh, it's rising. You can see it rising. Ah, yes, just pugging his pie. Underneath the watchful gaze of the mighty tree. Oh, jeez. Rod and crack. His food situation is now in pretty good shape. Lots of crops growing, pies in the oven, and now he can turn his attention to the other most important resource in Vinchard's story, wood. Unfortunately, Pug keeps burning his pies, so he sits and watches this one slowly bake in the oven. Next, he builds a bloomery, which he can smelt glass in. Windows are a sign of civilization, Pug. While he's been busy, his pie is finally done in the oven, and he frolics through his base waving his pie around. Digging out a new cellar to store foodstuffs takes up most of the day, but he does manage to get some buns in the oven. Nice. Cooking up some dough, baby. Okay, let's get some rest. Good morning. 1st of August today. Fantastic. Rod and crock. Nice. Actually got the roof kind of, well, not fully done, but we're getting there. Everything takes a long time, okay? On the following day, he collects some more charcoal and smiths some nail and bits. Okay, we got there. Wow. So easily distracted. It's so difficult to stay focused in this game. Every time I think of something that I need to do, there's something else just pops up. Like, why am I collecting cattails right now? I'm collecting cattails so I can get rope, so I can make a bucket, so I can fill my barrels faster, even though I'm not sure if the buckets are bigger than the barrels. I assume they are. Vintage Story is a cacophony of tasks. He's turning the water into barrels into lime water so that he can prepare some leather, because he'll need leather to make clothes and other useful items. But he needs buckets to collect water, and so on and so on. Those nails and bits from earlier do mean he can craft his first large chest, though. Look at the size of this chest. So much storage. It's kind of ugly. But it's something. We just daubed up our wall here. Doesn't look fantastic, does it? It's okay, we're making progress. It's 1st of August. I don't know how many days in that is, really. I'll have to watch back and keep track. I can't quite see the tree here, but this is our base on the 1st of August. Looking pretty cute. Good night, buddy. And there's a storm. Well, I'm going to deal with that some other time. Pug sits through the swirling cosmic horror storm because he'd rather not have his face eaten by void monsters. Once it all blows over, he heads out to collect some chalk. More chalk, more lime water, more leather. Some of this flax is also ready to harvest. Flax can be turned into linen, but we're not anywhere near that yet. More pies, more farming, more life. Then it's back down the mines to look for more copper. Back home for dinner, and then bed. On the next day, he installs proper doors on the house, rearranges the cellar with new shelves, and begins work on a slate roof for the kitchen, and a new floor for the exterior crafting area. Later, he hunts for meat. As the sun begins to set, Pug heads into a sprawling cave system. You might think he is unprepared for the horrors that lurk in the dark, and that is because, yes, he is unprepared for the horrors that lurk in the dark. Rather than just die, he retreats and prepares more copper gear. Hopefully it can help him defeat whatever lurks below, then bed. I've watched back the footage of the following day, and to be honest, all Pug really did all morning was faff about putting pots on shelves. The bakery, however, is starting to look pretty good. It's not until the evening that he ventures towards the cave again. Through a crack in the floor, he spies some truly horrifying creatures. He attempts to shoot them, but his arrows are so weak, so he tries to dig down to them, but the process is a bit of a nightmare. And then, well, Pug falls into the cave. This goes about as well as you thought it might. Powerful gameplay there, Pug. So begins a fairly frantic mission to receive all of his goods. He just dives right back in, scoops up his gear, and gets to fighting again. The place is crawling with disgusting creatures and spiky structures. The battle is long and arduous. Once he's cleared out the first wave, he tries to dig his way out, but he becomes disorientated. As soon as he steps foot back in the cave, well... So it's another mad run, glowing like hellfire back into the cave, into the swarm of crabs, fighting waves of monsters, and... yeah. One last time, sprints through the night, down the hole, collects his stuff, builds a gravel tower, and at last Pug has escaped the clutches of the cave. He gets some well-deserved rest. It's mostly back to normal on the next day. He heads out prospecting, hunting for ores, hunting pigs, digging holes. His technique is pretty simple. Walk a few paces, dig a hole, prospect some ore, then go back up, walk over the plains, dig another hole over and over. This way he can cover lots of ground while searching for valuable ores. Eventually he finds a good reading for copper, so he buries deep into the ground. Pug can smell the copper. He finds it, but he's also starving to death, so Pug better hurry back to eat. Pug does a little farming, works on his new rooftop walkway, the base must expand, and admires the blood-red sky. Beautiful vintage story, just beautiful.
I'm thinking tomorrow my aim is actually to try and get some kind of animal pen set up. I'm thinking about building a tunnel underneath here. I could probably just do some of that now. We'll start from the other side though, so we know which way we're actually. Oh, I left my bed in the tunnel, didn't I? Oh, you idiot. Oh, it's an actual wooden bed. Lovely. Very cozy.
Once again, distracted, back to the trees, Pug. He's trying to make tannin to treat his leather, but he needs to use oak wood specifically.
Maybe it's a specific type of wood that I need to use? Oak or acacia. Ah, I see. So it's only specific... Yeah, only specific trees. I love these autumn nights. So pretty. Just going to check on my bees. Nope. Not enough days have passed, clearly. I guess not. I don't know.
I don't even know if I'm doing it right, to be honest. Wow. So pretty. Good night, puggers. Good night, my sleepy little pug. I'll craft some wooden fences just to make my house look a bit nicer. Those sticks in the middle. So instead of doing that, he begins work on expanding his rooftop, and then decides to go on an adventure, but becomes instantly distracted again. Let's just go this way. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to set up the area for chickens, because he wants to build a pen for his chickens. And he gets distracted again digging up this clay. Maybe not actually. Turns out we're sat on an absolutely enormous deposit of red clay, so maybe this isn't the best place for the chickens after all. It takes most of the day, but the pens are eventually finished. I'm so sorry for everyone who's been telling me to fix this staircase. There you go. It's been fixed. So we've got some animal pens set up now too. It's pretty exciting. Starting to get darker, wouldn't you say? A little bit earlier. Only 7 o'clock and it's already quite dark. It could be because it's stormy, to be fair. Okay, so well and truly in the copper age now, I would say. So the next step is to go and get the rest of the copper, way up here, the mine entrance. Go and get the rest of the copper, and then we need to look for how to make bronze. Bronze age. Tin ore and mix it with copper. Zinc and bismuth. Tin in the game is called cassiterite. Did we find any cassiterite up here? Poor cassiterite. Very poor cassiterite. Decent cassiterite, 0.1%. I would say we head down south then. Prospect on the way. High pentlandite. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what nickel ingot is or what a cupronickel ingot is. Copper and nickel makes cupronickel. Night vision mask. Night vision mask. Resonator. Base return teleporter. What is this? Terminus teleporter, terminus. Rickety translocator. Night vision mask. There's a lot of stuff going on there. We'll get to it. We'll get to it at some point. I'm sure. And so he looks out over the vast wilderness. Little pug. The little pug that could. Anyway, let's get some rest. I love that he lives in the cellar, to be honest. On the next day, Pug heads out to go foraging. It's good to do this now before the winter inevitably arrives. Oh my god, I just got rinsed by a wolf again. Ay. At least I didn't go very far. I had my shield up and everything. I was so ambitious. And I got ripped to shreds. Those wolves do not mess around. No, 2 is too many. 2 is too many. Getting ripped to shreds by wolves in the woods, man. Oh, God's sake. The trip doesn't go very well. He's trying to look for chickens to lure back to his base, but they've all seemingly vanished off the face of the earth. At least his cabbages are ready, though. Oh, yeah. Another beautiful evening, Pug. Just cooking your mushroom stew. 1st of September today. Autumn will start rolling in soon, I think. Let's get some rest. And me too. I'm knackered. Good night, Pug. Good morning. No idea what we were doing. Completely lost track of time, to be honest with you. I think today I'm really keen on just going exploring, to be honest. Oh, I left the door open. Oops. He heads out on another adventure, finding this impressive castle ruin, a tree laden with mushrooms, and some pigs that auto vanish into thin air. He explores caves and almost gets eaten by another wolf. No. After a day of adventuring, he puts down a bed mat in a small hole and rests up far from home. He admires some wildlife, explores new locations, finds more ruins, and does more prospecting as he goes. Pug finds a trader in the wild and then tries to lure this chicken home, and encounters some more wildlife. What the what the... Why did you do that, buddy? I was just admiring your majestic beauty and you decided to just come and mess me up. Oh man, we have a lot of organising to do. Look at the absolute state of this inventory. Don't look too closely. Don't look at it. No, don't look at it. Stop looking. This is going to be the sort of like balcony area, so this actually works perfectly. It's just like a nice... We can chisel this up as well, I think. This is going to be where... This is the tree worshipping platform, so that we can worship the blood tree. On the next day, it looks like autumn has really started to settle in. Pug heads out to hunt for bees, which he did try and collect in a skep some time ago. Ah yes, the bees are ready to collect. He straps them to his back and makes his way home gingerly, careful not to get stung. He sets them up and plants plenty of flowers to feed them. Look at those lovely autumn colours. Stunning, isn't it, Puggers? Yeah, he loves freshwater swimming. They might move into this skep. I can see them, the little blobs. It's important he stays on top of his farming duties. Winter is a cruel mistress in Vintage Story, and he will need as much food as he can muster. He also starts work on a blacksmith building for his forge and anvils. Pug gets it all set up with some weapon racks and reorganises his kit. He spends the rest of the day, yes, the entire day, organising chests. Good night. It's a busy morning on the next day. Get off my lawn. Multiple monsters have wandered onto his land, so he spends an hour or two cleaning up. But it is getting darker, and therefore the rift grows stronger day by day. Wow, there's a lot of you. Whoa, there's so many of them. What the hell? Whoa, there's like 40 of them. Get off my cabbages. Drift of fertiliser for my crops. Once the monsters are cleared, Pug makes a plan to head back out to the copper mine. He wants to craft bronze items, but he'll need more copper for that. First, he checks out his little bee farm. We'll swarm in approximately 4 days. And they'll swarm to this, hopefully, and then we'll have 2 skeps. And then I'll put another skep and another skep. And we'll have 4 skeps, producing honey and wax. Nice. Pug hoovers up a bunch of copper. And amongst all that lovely brown goodness, he finds something very interesting indeed. Nice, we found iron as well. That is huge. He can't mine this iron until he has bronze tools, but it's great for the future. Oh! God. Scared the bejesus out of me, Pug. Oh my god, are you okay, buddy? Jump right into bed. Yes, little guy. There's now a rift directly on top of his base, so every morning is a rude awakening. To craft bronze items, you need a mixture of tin and copper. He does a little quick mathematics. He may be made largely of purple goop, but he can do math, and he gets the bronze smelting. 1,200 units of tin bronze. God damn. Okay. We're going to cut down a bunch of trees. All hail the tree, Pug. Let's, whoa. Nice moves, buddy. Let's cut down some trees. Actually, whilst we're here as well, we're gonna... But first, more wood. Just leave that molten hot thing on the floor there. Okay, so we're making a pick. Tin bronze pick, tin bronze prospecting pick, and a bronze anvil, so that we can work iron, because we just found iron in our cave, which means we can get this pickaxe and go straight to iron, I guess, possibly, I suppose. That sounds pretty fun. To pass the time while his items cool down, he does a bit more construction work on the base. Nice, that's going to look cute as hell. Like some wattle daub here on either side, and then a window. 7 o'clock is a little early to sleep, but that's fine. Wow, we've got so much grain. We should be absolutely fine for food, to be honest. Let's get some rest anyway.
He can finally collect his bronze tools cooling down in the moulds and even make some progress on leatherworking. Now he has both a copper and a bronze anvil. He can start working with iron. Pug also cracks open his bloomery to expose some red-hot glass.
Oh, it's hot. Hot glass.
Which he installs upstairs. Then he soaks some scraped hides in a barrel of tannin solution to hopefully get some proper treated leather, which he can use to make some winter clothes. And off we go, to the iron mine.
Man, I love how fast you run on these paths. It's so good. Meow. Pug's so fast. Wow, look at these autumn colours. So pretty.
It is quite dark, I understand, but he is actually mining iron here. On the way back from the mine, Pug starts to get a little concerned that he doesn't have enough food for the coming winter, so he chases this pig down and harvests its sweet, sweet meat.
I actually think these boulders might be one of my favourite things to collect in any game ever. But you're actually quite close. Maybe we can get you back.
And just one last attempt to collect some chickens. But it's no use. The feathery fucks evade him once again.
This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Where do you think you're going? Wow, look at that autumnal sky. So red, so beautiful. And the tree looks magnificent. Thank you, dear tree, thank you for everything you have done for me. Okay. Right, tomorrow we're going to do just a bunch of cooking. Oh god, I wish I was more organised.
Pug whittles away the evening, forming more vessels to store food for the winter. There are a few of the clay boys outside to keep him awake while he does so.
You okay? Let's get some rest and hope those guys leave us alone. We got a busy day tomorrow. Now we have to grind 64 grain. Oh my god.
The next day is all about grinding. We can automate this process in the future, but for now, Pug has to grind all the grain for his bread by hand. It takes a long time. Unfortunately, windmills are an expensive bit of kit, and he needs a lot more flax and therefore linen to get there.
We just don't have, all we have is more grain. Oh, I just put my torch out, goodness sake. We're just going to spend all day making pies, I guess. In the hopes that they see us through the winter.
He gets a lovely little pie production line on the go. It's still slow progress, but this is what you've got to do to survive out here in the Rust world.
Could have made another clay oven, that would have sped up this procedure a little bit, but I'm doing what I can. I think Pug's doing very well here. He's a master baker. I said master baker. I said master baker.
He keeps working away at his pies until there are pies literally everywhere, even on the floor.
That's enough pies, do you think? How many pies does a man need?
Pug goes to check on his bees, and yes, indeed, they have populated the other empty skep. He crafts a straw man and places it down. He hopes the bees will attack the straw man and not him when he smashes open their home to collect their delicious bee juice.
Oh, they are indeed attacking the straw guy. Can't you attack these guys instead that are bothering me? That would be nice of you.
He squeezes the honeycomb over a bowl. It is so sticky in his purple, goopy hands. Honey has a lot of uses, but Pug wants to make some jam.
2 fruit and 2 honey makes jam. Oh, okay. Great. 1 serving of blackcurrant jelly. Redcurrant jelly. Oh, wicked. I am not enjoying how many monsters there are currently up in my stuff. God, they make horrible sounds. That guy sounds like he's drinking something out through like a sippy cup, you know? What you got over there? Some chalky milk? Man, there is a lot of them out here. Do you guys mind? I'm just making my pots. I don't mean any harm. Okay, let's get some sleepies. Good night, my little Puggington. One day you'll sleep in a real bed, in a real house, with a beautiful wife, a real beautiful wife. That today is not today. On the next morning, he gets to decorating his home, even though he has a lot more important things to be doing.
He makes more pies and spends most of the day doing pie-related activities, until a weird time shift freaks him out.
Why did it just turn night? The hell was that about? Was that you, Tree? Did you do that? So many pies. Who ate all the pies? Pug ate all of the pies, didn't you, you fat bastard?
After investigating the hideous pile of shite in his chests, rather than organise, he just crafts another chest so he can dump more stuff in it. Just when he thinks the day can't get any weirder,
Temporal storm?
another storm rolls in.
No problem. Bring it, I say. Whoa. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh my god, they do a lot of damage. Okay.
Pug quickly runs away, feeling a little less confident.
They do a ton of damage. Sheesh.
He does some research about mechanical power, as that's really the next goal for this productive little purple poop.
That guy's gonna mess me up. He has horns, and I'm not interested. Oh, what is that sound? He's drinking out of a sippy cup again.
Eventually the storm blows over, and Pug can go on with his life.
More pies. I love me some pies. More pies. Pug just loves pies. He does indeed. He loves them. He's covering his face. He doesn't want me to see him sleeping. More pies. They're a little bit burnt. He's not an excellent baker.
He gets a new oven set up on the next day and starts work on another path branching to the south. Pug also harvests an absolute bounty of berries. Way too many berries, in fact.
Right, we need to find out something to do with these berries then, because this is supremely overkill. We have so many berries now.
Then he gets distracted, because he doesn't like how the path looks, so he rips it up. The blacksmith is starting to come along nicely. Now it's more comfy in the smith, he can start work on a copper rod, which is going to be used in a fruit press. If he has all these berries, he can turn them into delicious juice.
Open up my fruit press. So I need a hammer, a chisel, fat and resin and some planks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fruit press. Hell yeah. We put this in our kitchen as well. Oh, I just squeezed all of the juice. Ah! No, I just squeezed all of the juice onto the floor. Oh, you idiot. That was stupid. I just wasted a lot of my berries. I should have at least put my mouth under there or something.
So now he has juice, but it's not particularly efficient. It doesn't last long and doesn't recover much nutrition, so he wonders about distilling it into alcohol, but it requires a lot of resources that he currently doesn't have, so more pies.
Okay, well that... I mean, it's something. It doesn't really achieve what we were going for, so I guess it's more pies for me, probably. More fruit pies for now, so we'll have another round of fruit pie making later on. But for now, we need to go and get that quartz that I was speaking about before it gets too dark, because it's already 4:30. It does get dark these days. Bit of rain. No problem.
He heads out to grab some more quartz from the nearby mine, as he wants to make more glass.
Light this up a bit so we can actually see what we're doing. Ooh, this has gold in. Cool. I think a task is definitely connecting all of our little workstations together, because it's quite annoying that during the nighttime I can't like do anything, because I'm just locked in this room. Do you know what I mean? It's my own fault for planning out this so poorly, but yeah.
Pug checks over his clothes before bed. They are totally destroyed. New workwear is a must before the colder months settle in.
Let's get some rest. The monsters are out and it's dark outside. Like, I really love this open plan style that we've got going on, but unfortunately it makes doing stuff really quite annoying.
It's another dark autumnal morning and the monsters are out to play, and it makes Pug rethink his base design. He finally gets his bloomeries going, then does a bit more cosmetic work on the new cellar staircase and pathway.
I could put my windmill up there to the right, I think. That might look pretty cool.
More daub for the upstairs walkway too.
Oh yeah. That's going to look fantastic.
He spends the rest of the day adding details.
Guess we just sleep. Don't know what else to do, really.
The house is starting to look a little more complete. He builds a ladder from his main run up to the roof, which means he should be able to get around a little easier.
I love my bees. Beautiful bees. All hail the tree. Should we go and climb up there one day, Pug? Should we go say hello to the tree someday? Might get a nice view of our base. Yeah, we'll go. We'll have a look at it one day. Maybe when the base is a bit more finished. The leaves are blowing off the trees because it's autumn. Very cool. Yeah, you can see the leaves in the air. They settle on the ground very briefly. Oh, it's so pretty.
He spends the vast majority of the day cutting down pine trees, careful not to cut down the trees with resin on them.
The autumn has begun to roll in properly here.
The idyllic frolicking in the forest is quickly spoiled, however.
Oh my god, so many wolves. A whole clan of them. Run away from the wolves, run away from the wolves. He's still chasing me. Why are you still chasing me, wolf?
The huge amount of wood he has just cut down is all going to be turned into charcoal. Industry requires fuel, but he needs a lot of wood to fill the pit.
My little fishies, they're still with me. Hi guys, I should give them names really.
It's a rare, quiet night, so Pug takes this time to start organising his chests at last.
Good night, my darling Puggers. Good night. I just love how he's just sleeping in the in the cellar. He loves it down there. Why would you not love it down there?
On the next day, he makes a huge step. He gets some iron into a bloomery. You need to heat iron at a much higher temperature, which means it needs to go in the bloomery.
I want to go on an adventure before it gets too cold to venture super far, because we haven't seen much of the world. You know, it's a very narrow, slim kind of reading. And to be honest, I don't really know which way to go. I'm thinking just sort of down in this direction. Just cut across, just go ching.
Pug starts to make some plans for the next few days before it starts to get really cold.
It's getting a little bit colder. It's currently 13 degrees. We can think about crafting some better clothing soon. But let's go on this trip first and see what we can find.
He wanders in the wilderness, foraging as he goes. He finds some turnips, nice, admires the scenery, and panics when attacked by wolves.
God, I really hate the wolves, man. Oh no, I'm stuck in a fucking tree. Okay, I think we're moving into largely uncharted territory with more bears. One last adventure before winter, Pug. Oh, a goat. Hi, your first goat I've seen.
Pug finds a trader in the wilderness, but he doesn't stock many useful items, and he's rather far away from the base anyway.
Oh, you're called Stretch as well. Not the same guy, I assume. My next door neighbour's called Stretch. Nice to meet you, Stretch number 2. Isn't that a goddamn beautiful sight, Pug? Yeah, beautiful, isn't it, Stretch? Stretch number 2. Ugh, Stretch number 2. That doesn't sound very good, does it?
He sets up a small platform with a mat on it, then enjoys some berries before bed.
Isn't that something? Just sit here and wait out the morning, I think, Pug. Oh shit. I forgot those guys could climb. He just came up to give me a tickle. Sorry, I was just admiring the view. The sun is rising behind me, though. This game is very, very pretty. Wow, this guy's got all kinds of stuff. And a bed. Oh, I could have slept here. Well, it's a good stopover spot anyway. Let's check out this ruin over here. Oh, it's a foggy day. Barely see the sun through the fog and the rain.
It's a very foggy day, which makes spotting things on the horizon a little tricky. He hunts pigs in the mist and collects autumn mushrooms. Eventually, the fog clears, revealing a gorgeous mountain vista. Night falls, but thankfully he spies a trader in the distance.
The lights of a trader. Amazing. Please, bring me comfort. Yes. Just me and you, buddy. There's some nasty things outside. You mind if I sleep in your bed, Onyx? Just me and Onyx. Just chilling out. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah. He's going to watch over me. Good old Onyx. Thanks, buddy.
Then it's just a straight run back home on the next day. Home sweet home. Now, with winter definitely on the way and the temperature dropping day by day, Pug crafts some of the first parts of his fur suit. He also cracks open his bloomery to get his first chunks of iron. First, it needs to go into the forge to heat up. Then Pug chips off the excess iron until he has his first iron ingot.
Nice, our first iron ingot. Blowing the power of industry. Nice. One iron ingot. What can we make with this?
There is so much to craft, but first he needs more iron. So he gets to work.
Oh, it's brighter than the sun. Very nice indeed. That is 3 iron ingots that we've got now. Wow, we've made excellent progress, Pug. We have iron. Actual iron. I don't even know what to make with it, to be honest. I have no idea what's like best to get first. I'm just clueless, really. But we'll figure something out. Let's get some rest, buddy. Good night, Puggers. What a successful few days we've had. Good morning, buddy. 6:43.
He has a couple of plans for the day, like getting more iron, but first he gets distracted by making some reed traps. Pug really wants some animal friends to snuggle with during the coming winter. However, by the time he's done collecting materials to make the traps, it's already dark. Winter is truly coming. Rather than venture out in the dark, he starts work on an actual chicken pen, because his original one was now full of bees. Then it's over to the smithy to refine his first iron pickaxe head. He decides to make 2, one just as a backup. However, it turns out Pug is also not a very good blacksmith.
No.
That pickaxe head is ruined, but he might be able to fix it later. Maybe. In fact, he's able to smelt down the ruined axe head in the bloomery, and it will provide a small amount of leftover iron.
Good stuff. Iron pick, no armour.
And when all that's done, it's time to head back to the iron mine to collect more ore.
Oh, we're getting there, though. Wow, we just worked straight through the night. Didn't even sleep. Nuts. Fair enough.
He spends so long mining, another day ticks past. There's ore absolutely everywhere. He can't stop himself.
Damn, we've crossed over into the next day again. Pug is just on a mission.
However, Pug has spent too long in the mine, and his temporal sanity has started to shift. Time to return to the real world.
How much did we get? Almost 2 chunks. 40 units of iron bloom. Loads of copper as well. No, 2.5 stacks. 2.5 stacks of iron. Nice. Lovely sunny day. Oh, he's carrying his hay bed under his arm. That's nice. Just thought that looks like a hot air balloon. We might actually turn that into one later.
He faffs around at home sorting his stuff, and before he knows it, the sun is setting once more.
Oh, it's almost the end of the day again. The days just pass so quickly. It's going to be winter soon.
Before bed, he visits Stretch, his friendly neighbourhood trader, to buy some linen. He needs more linen to get his windmill production online. It's dark, and Pug doesn't have much else to do, so he just starts napping loads of flint axe heads.
We might be out of the Stone Age, Pug, but we're not really.
He needs to chop down a ton of trees and doesn't want to use his ore. Then he tries to press some berries, but it's no use.
Oh my god, they're coming in. They're coming in from the ceiling. They're coming in from the ceiling. Oh. I must have eaten a poisonous mushroom stew. Oh, Pug. Sorry, buddy. I didn't know that was poisonous.
In the morning, it's back to the fruit press. He wants to make some wine, which can be done by leaving lots of juice in a barrel to ferment over time. Pug is going to get absolutely trolleyed.
All my half-finished projects. This roof doesn't even have any slate tiles on. This is looking really ugly. This is like just a shell of a building with nothing in it. No window here. Half a window here. I've got creatures in my berry bushes. They're my little pets, aren't they, Pug? What the I think he threw a stone at me. Didn't like me calling him his pet, clearly. Oh, it's going to be beautiful when it's done, but it's going to take ages.
Then it's back to the real grind, filling the charcoal pit with wood. After a long slog of cutting trees, it is finally done.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, I say. Oh, beautiful. So much wood.
As evening falls, Pug starts researching what he needs to do to build a windmill, like the cog and sails. Unfortunately, Pug has been a little optimistic with his predictions on how much resources he actually has. He has nowhere near enough linen to make a full set of sails.
Alright, so let's think about what we need to do next. We need more linen, but I guess the way we get linen is by killing monsters, so maybe we should be out here like, just killing them all. It would be nice to have some basic armour. Improvised body armour. I don't even know what day we're on. We're about to craft our first armour. Nice. How's it looking? Pretty goofy. Pretty goofy, but he's still smiling, our little Pug. Yes, you look very good, Pug. Yes.
On the next day, he's able to crack open the other bee's skep.
Eat that, my strawman. Makes a very funny noise. I'd like to do so much. And yet, there's just too much to do. My brain gets overwhelmed by it all, to be honest.
He collects more clay, does some farming, including opening up small patches to plant his new seeds. Then he begins the foundation of his new windmill.
When I just need a moment of peace and calm down from just stressing out over everything in the game, I just come and look at this view.
He also has the pleasure of emptying his enormous charcoal pit. With all that coal, he's able to start doing some more ironsmithing.
Begone, foul beasts, begone.
Pug is well into the production of iron ingots now, but apparently the drifters get hungry for ore too.
Can you not, please?
He tries to do some more, but there's just too many of them.
Okay, here goes nothing. Meow, fucking meow. Woohoo! I hate how many of them are. Every night is the same, and I can't. The way I've designed my base is so stupid because I can't do anything because it's all open. I mean, it's very pretty, but it's all open to the elements. You know, there's no light here at all. It's pitch black. It's okay. We'll get there. This is so stupid. There has to be a better way of doing this.
Eventually, it gets a little lighter as morning appears, and he's able to sprint past the monsters to the smith.
Iron helve hammerhead. Oh, that's not what I wanted to make. I wanted to make a normal hammerhead. Oh well, making some silly mistakes, my little pugger. Good night, little Pugston.
And with that, winter finally arrives in earnest.
Wow, look at this crispy morning, Puggington. Our first winter's day. Beautiful. Here's our base so far. It's looking pretty cozy, you know. It's looking pretty cozy. We've got a few things to work on before we can call it a day, however. I just wanted to check on my crops because I think I learned a thing or two. Yeah, so these are probably going to die because it's really cold. I need to build a greenhouse. Yeah, there's different nutrient levels in the soil. When you look there at the top of the screen, oh no. Ice. The lake is freezing over. I mean, the water's going to be really cold. I shouldn't really go in the water anymore, should I? It's only -1. I don't think I need my winter clothing yet. I will put it on probably tomorrow, though. Wow, I love this winter vibe. I'm guessing the bushes will no longer thingy either. Oh no. There's still berries around.
He heads out to mine slate and quartz, both useful building materials, and since it's winter, he feels like he should probably finish at least one building.
Frosty morning, but it's actually chilled out a little bit now.
Though it's now winter, the day does get warmer when the sun is up, to a nice, cool 2 degrees.
A deer, a female deer.
He works on the slate roof for the smith in the winter sun. He admires his handiwork, cleans some more of the charcoal pit, and collects even more clay.
Can you see any chickens, Pug?
Pug has one last chance to find some animal companions before winter, so he heads out hunting.
Hell yeah, brother. It's looking cozy as hell. Damn, okay, we're actually making decent progress with the amount of linen we have. Ore blasting bomb. This bomb is particularly effective for mining ores.
The amount of stuff is quite overwhelming in this game. We've hardly even scratched the surface. Pug has much to learn, if he can even survive the winter.
Good morning, Puggington. How are you, my smiley little friend? Hi there.
Pug wants to try one last adventure, possibly into a cave, before it's very icy outside. He preps. One fun thing about the winter is that the remaining crops really stick out against the white grass, which means Pug can easily find things he had missed before.
There's flax here all along. That is so funny. And carrots. It's actually really easy to see this stuff in the winter, because the grass is like really different coloured. I'm colourblind. Well, Pug is colourblind, so it's very difficult for me to actually see some of the different types of stuff that grows on the ground. But in the winter, all the grass is like this kind of like grey colour, which means this, everything else really stands out. Really interesting. Could be a good time to go hunting before it snows. Anyway, go hunting to the north for more seeds and stuff.
He prepares some more copper spearheads to fight the evils of the void with.
Go show that cave who's boss. With renewed vigour. Let's go. This time I believe. Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see how it goes, little Pug.
Okay, back to the cave. The cave he died like 4 times in before. But he is a little bit more prepared this time. Possibly. Maybe.
Why are there so many? Why are there so many bad guys? It's kind of just an insane amount of bad guys.
Of course, Pug is not prepared, even in the slightest.
We'll just pop back quickly, get my healing items. Successful first trip down the mine. It's really hard. There's a lot of monsters down there. I'm kind of hoping that means that there's good loot somewhere. I wanted to just double check that we never got...
He spends so long messing around with his barrels and inventory that it's basically night now, so he just waits out the rest of the evening before going caving again the next day.
Oh, holy tree. Help us conquer our enemies. Caves are terrifying and full of horrors.
He crafts a lantern to take with him. As the ultimate distraction, this is where Pug discovers the chiseling mechanic. Oh my lord, I love this. It's the best thing in a blocky survival game I've ever played.
Oh, that is very, very cool. So I can like chisel like really intricate patterns. I could like chisel like my name. P for Pug. Can't put dirt in there, that would be silly. P, the P tower. Okay, that is kind of crazy. I'm gonna get addicted to that. What should we carve? I really want to make it like a detailed like country kitchen, you know? Where should we put that? Put the kitchen up here? It's so far away from our cellar, that seems mental. Maybe we should turn this place into our cozy little kitchen. Oh, I'll have to think about that. We need to go caving first. We can't be getting distracted by carving out kitchens, Pug. Maybe we can. I guess you can do what you want in this game. Okay. Now, we are definitely leaving to go caving today. And we're gonna kick their butts. I'm done hiding.
Anyway, another day, another attempt at the cave. He definitely feels strong with his spears, and he is rewarded immediately.
Nice. Ruin. Straight away. Wicked. Okay.
It's a long and tedious fight in the caves. I like Vintage Story a lot, but I don't think the monster design is very good and the combat feels quite unintuitive. Maybe it improves with better weapons and gear.
Fuck off. Let's get back home and see what kind of armor we can make. Problem is that we don't... Yeah, we could use copper. We could make some kind of like copper plate, maybe.
Unfortunately, most of the caves are totally empty. Nothing down here at all. No ore, no structures, nothing. A huge waste of effort. It's day when Pug emerges from the cave and he is a little frustrated with the lack of progress. To calm himself down, he decorates the base with spiderwebs, like little flower bouquets. Armour is just massively expensive in Vintage Story. It requires so much ore and grinding. It's a little depressing, to be honest.
Let's ponder that for a moment. Just how much we're going to need.
So Pug just does his favourite activity to take his mind off the insatiable grind, querning all night long, baby. He goes to check on his chicken trap, and he thinks he has caught one.
Yes. Yes.
But no, the chicken has outsmarted him once again. Fuck these feathery fucks.
How do they work? Basket traps will catch many, but not all baby animals. Once an animal is successfully caught in a trap, you can carry it in a basket. To pick up and carry the basket, right mouse to click it. You need one of your 4. Ah, I see. I see.
Turns out, you need to have an empty carrying slot. Makes sense. As Pug tries to figure this out, he gets some worrying news.
I just read that a heavy temporal storm is approaching. Oh, shit. Okay.
Let's get home, Pug. Before the storm rolls in, he tries to make his roof look nice. But he is not an architect or a builder. He is an idiot.
Yeah, that is just hideous, isn't it? Because there's going to be a post here. No, I mean...
Pug also manages to craft a windmill rotor, which is a good start. Maybe he'll have mechanical power before the winter is over.
Oh my goodness, look at the tree. Pug, look at the tree. The huge churning cog of industry. The ghost of Mechanicus. What the hell is that? Place looks fun though. Oh god. Yeah. I think we're just gonna sit and smile into the void, Pug.
And so he sits in the sound and aura of the storm, smiling endlessly into the void.
Stare into his eyes. Pug's forever smiling eyes. Oh. Be gone, Falbies, to be gone. Oh my god. He literally just one-tapped me. Double-headed drifter just one-tapped me. I was full HP. Bet that destroyed my armor as well. Yeah, it did. Oh my god. Yeah, I knew sitting indoors was a good idea, Pug.
Eventually the storm does pass and Pug can return to more important matters, like his windmill. Winter is now fully set in as most of the inland lakes have now frozen over. Pug heads out to check on his damn chicken traps, which are still not working.
Okay, so, how do I do it? Read basket trap. Nope. Maybe they eat it and then get out?
Anyway, back to the iron mine, as industry must go on. Iron is great for armour, but so is leather. That requires even more treatment time.
I was meant to do these bricks days ago. But obviously, I was distracted. All our crocks are empty. We need to do some cooking today.
On the next day, investigates his food stores. Not excellent, to be honest, so he'll need to do some cooking today.
Yum, 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 yum. Big stew. Yeah, to do cooking, though, you know what I'd like to do? Build my goddamn... Oh. What? Whoa. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on. Time is fast forwarding a lot. What is happening? I don't know what just happened. Maybe if we go to bed it'll reset it?
Time has started to shift and break. I don't think Pug will last long in this world.
My food went rotten because time was fast forwarding and I couldn't eat it on time. What? Oh, jeez. It looks pretty cold. I think it's probably time that we put on our clothes, hey Pug?
For now, though, he needs to wrap up warm. Winter has settled, and it is freezing.
Hee naked little boo man. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at him strut his stuff. Nice. Don't you look like a cute little guy with your lantern? Base is coming along very nice, isn't it? Imagine when we can see the windmill poking up over that hill. First, I think we need to work on, as we said, we need to work on our kitchen, which I think is going to be, whoa. I mean, this is where the bakery is. All our crops are certainly dead, aren't they? No, maybe not actually. They're still doing okay.
Some of his crops have survived into the winter, Maybe the harder ones, like turnips.
Wow, the lake is completely frozen. That's so cool. So much grain. More grain than we could ever probably... Look at it all. Do you like how I said I was going to do my kitchen and it instantly got distracted? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I just get so distracted. Let's at least think about where we're going to put this kitchen. We could have like a little sort of mini kitchen here. That looks kind of gross though. But yeah, we could put like stuff here. This needs a door also here. Oh my lord, there's so much to do. This window is completely pointless because it's just tree. Oh, I kind of like that though. Yeah, because at the moment this is just like a big walkway for no purpose. We'll get the windows in. I suppose it could all be connected, couldn't it? Yeah, we could like loop around here and do like a big sort of like... I'd love a balcony here. Oh my god, my fish. Oh no, my fish. He survived so long. Now he is dead. Oh no, that's so sad. The other fish is still alive in that tiny pocket of water. Oh, they survived so long. You have survived very long, and now I shall consume your flesh. Be free. I will keep you alive. I'll avenge to keep you safe.
He continues work on his windmill, which is nearing completion, structurally at least. He also does some more prep work for leather working. One more check on the food stores, and at least he still has plenty of pies.
Here I'm going to put in an input, which allows me to chisel all blocks. We need to restart our game, and then we'll be able to chisel out this earth and make it look nice. But yeah, tomorrow I think we're going to go on a big tree chopping expedition. We need to get some oak.
Pug stands underneath the stars and admires the constellations.
It's so ugly in here. I want there to be beauty. Just doing like useless odd little jobs. Pretty much. I'm not actually achieving anything. Lots of planks there, that's nice. Oh, that looks cute down there, doesn't it? We'll obviously make it easier to get up here as well. It's a work in progress, you know.
It's another quiet night, so he keeps working on his windmill. He starts to add in the mechanisms. It's a little bit finicky.
What do you mean? Let's get some rest. We'll figure this out. Look at this in the morning. Oh, 25 litres of blueberry wine. Well, we'll have some of that later.
One last distraction for the evening. A quick bit of copper working.
Right, we need to go to bed. It's getting super late, Park. You're just doing extra chores for no reason. Let's just get some rest. We'll figure out how to use fucking windmills in the morning. Lovely frosty morning. Beautiful. Put like the axle in. No, not like that. It's so tiny, but it's something. Oh, wicked. Okay, let's go get our other sails. Make it extra big. Where did I put them? There they are. It's a windy day as well, so it's perfect for demonstrating how beautiful windmills can be in this game. Right, let's just hop on up. Nice, big. Not entirely sure how this next bit works. Oh, it's so cute. Right, first things first though, what we need to do is we gotta smith up some axes, because we need to cut down a lot of trees today.
On the next day, we finally achieve mechanical power. Well, pretty much. He celebrates with some quick shear smithing.
Wow, I love smithing in this game. It is just outstanding. Anyway, time to chop down some trees. Ah, beautiful, beautiful windmill. Yeah, so we're going to run the axle down here. And then this is going to be where we have the hammer going dong, dong, like that. Hopefully, that's the plan.
He heads out in the early evening to cut down more oak trees for tannin to treat his leather. Pug also gets to test out his new shears.
So I could just walk home across the frozen lake. It's actually quite handy. Shovelhead Road. Copperhead Shovelhead Road. Copperhead Road. Diggy, diggy, diggy. I am a pug and I'm digging some coal. Diggy, diggy coal.
He crafts some axles and gears and some angled gears. Then he installs them. Gear axles, angled gears.
Oh, okay. Yes! Don't worry, we're going to make this look beautiful. Eventually. Sometime. I mean, we could just keep it simple with a quern right now. Bit small, isn't it? We can extend. Once we figure out what we need to do. Elf hammer. That's. I'd love something that just can squash our iron into plates, so that we can make plate armor or like chain armor or something. That would be wicked. But we'll get to that. Don't you worry. We'll get to that. Slow and steady. Slow and goddamn steady. And it's almost midnight, so go to bed. Wow, the days pass really fast, don't they, Pugging? Little Puggington. My sweet little pug. Ah, another beautiful day. The 4th of December. Very, very wintry. What I wanted to do actually today was, because it's all frozen over, I wanted to see if like this place over here is frozen over. That would allow us to walk over to the new area that we haven't been to yet. Do you know where I mean? Let's have a look. So we haven't crossed this. We haven't crossed like this area, you know, because it's just a big body of water and I haven't been bothered to walk around. But now it's winter. I think we can probably just walk right across it. Shall we have a look? Why not? Do chickens die in the winter? Rabbits don't. This could be a little bit sketchy. I'm going to take my torch out of my hand because I'm going to inevitably fall in the water. The man will fall into water. Ooh. Straight away. I heard a chicken, so no, chickens do not die in the winter. I know embarrassingly little about farm animals, actually. I like how they smell. Used to be a farm animal farm next to my school when I was a kid. See, this is not frozen over. There is a pigoo there. Yeah, well, I probably leave those guys be for now. I think animal husbandry is something we're going to have to do in our second year because I've just basically just completely ignored it, but it would be really handy to have more hides and fat, you know, for sure. So, anyway, we'll get to what I was intending on doing, which was chopping down trees if that plan was not going to come to be, because look at the goddamn size of this oak tree. That is a hilarious amount of wood. There's actually more wood than we even can carry. Almost destroyed our axe in one swoop. It's hilarious. Don't need those. Cut a tree down, plant a new one, because we just destroyed an ancient, beautiful beast. So much wood. Oh my god. I think that's probably enough wood to start building what I want to build. Because this is just like a sort of pointless hallway. But it will open out to a large wall, I think, which I'm going to build around the back of the establishment. Anyway, the reason I got all that wood is because I want to figure out how to do the helve hammer. So let's have a look. Smith or cast a helve hammer head. The helve hammer itself, a base. Where's my hammer and chisel? Every time I put them down, I need them right away. There they are. Helve hammer base. Oh my god, I found it immediately. Did you see that speed? Where is my fat? Somehow I've misplaced like 15 fat. That is really bad. I don't understand where it's gone. You might be watching this now and being like, you put it here, or you dropped it or something, but or you can see it and I'm just going mad. That could be what's happening. Oh god. Ugh, where did you put the fat? Stop smiling, you idiot. Where did you put it? Shit. Well, that puts an end to our mechanical power plans for now. Yeah, that just looks definitely not big enough. But my fat. Where did my fat go? I actually think I'd quite like to just look at some of these more surface level mines though. Which I think that's what I'm going to do. Just as it starts to get dark. Just going to have a look at some of the cave entrances that are like close to us. Mostly because that other one was like super cursed, you know. From the get-go. Whereas I don't think they always are. Let's make some more The inventory is overwhelming. We have too much stuff. Do we have any rope already? I doubt it.
Ah, I can put the bronze armlet on. Very snazzy. I should have realised that probably about several hours ago, but don't you worry about me. We've got regular ladders. Something. We've got loads of normal ladders. Rope is actually kind of hard to come by, whereas ladders are fairly easy to make, so let's just use these for now. Yeah, maybe we should make like some copper lamellar. That could be a nice winter project for us, actually, Pug. We have a bunch of copper. We could be a lot more efficient with this if we actually had more iron ingot molds. So that's what I'm going to do now. Let's go and get these molds. Let's go get our molds fired up. Lockington. Oh, it's quite dark in this hole. Then we need grass. Grass, glorious grass. Thankfully we have a bunch of sticks already. They are indeed. Means we've got a bunch more glass. Nice, we can actually finish our windows. You see, distracted again. 1 second. I'll put the firewood on top of the pits in a second. I'm just going to put the glass in the windows up here. We're going to have to extend that, probably. It also means we can maybe start our greenhouse. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Focus, Pug. Focus. We have too much to do. Don't you worry, buddy. We're going to get you something soon. We're going to get you some armor soon, friend. Alright, let's get some rest. Bonk. Bing. Bong. Bada bing. Bong. Good morning, Puggington. Another lovely frosty winter's day. Okay, today I'm going to ignore all of the chests for a bit longer, and we're going to work on our house. I think we've got mostly oak logs, so I think we should probably use these. It would be wicked to have like a big building up here, maybe next to the windmill. Let's just get some food quickly for breakfast. More pie, please. Actually, you know what I need to do now, because I lost all that fat. I need to go hunting. Need a winter's hunting trip. Because I don't know where I've misplaced my fat. I've lost all my fat. It's going to go on a murderous rampage, basically. Foxes don't give me fat, unfortunately. It's only piggoos. Still no snow here, but it is very cold, so next time it rains, it might... Oh, a cave here. Whoa, holy mother load of mushrooms. I'd like to have a chicken farm. Maybe that's another thing for the new year. Don't want to go in the water when it's this cold. It's okay to go a little bit in the water, like put my feeties in the water, but I can't submerge myself. We need more cattails to make rope ladder anyway. Big mountains here. Let's skirt around them. Oh, hungry. That's why I bought some blueberry pie. Oh my god, it's such a tiny piece. God. Kill random chickens I find out here, because... Whoa. My god. That is a big cave. Nice. One piece of fat. Something at least. Okay, we should be getting back. It's dark and we're running out of food, so let's make a beeline for home. Singing the song of his people. We just need a small snack, please. Oh god, we might actually die. I'm so sorry for not feeding you, Pug. I know, buddy. I'm sorry. We'll be home soon. You can have a delicious meal, okay? You can have a whole pie. A whole pie, you hear me? There you go, home sweet home. That wasn't too bad, was it? Calm down, calm down. We're going to give you a red meat pie. Calm down. Now then, I want to do some bashing. Ah, I see. So, actually, we need to make lamellar molds. I see. Might as well bash something out we need. Like what, though? I don't know. Use for crafting scale armor. Oh my goodness, this is an involved process. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I want to go to sleep with need some light up there, don't we, so we can see the windmill in the dark. That's going to be wicked. I'm going to go to sleep with this molten metal chain draped across my body.
fantastic, Puggington. It's very pretty, but it's a bit far off, isn't it? It's really far off, actually. Let's get these molds fired up anyway, because I think lamella is probably our better bet for armor, like immediately, because grass, glorious grass, I need you right now. Come be my darling grass buddy. I love you, grass, I need you now. Yeah, I'm telling you now, I knew we didn't have enough sticks. It's alright, because I've got a sexy pair of shears. We're going to trim down some of this chaos up here. Oh, that's so many sticks. Is this the answer to our sticky problems? Sticky problem, is it? You do get a lot more sticks that way, I'm telling you. Okay, one thing at a time, Pug. Let's get these things burning before you get distracted again, because we're going to need them at some point. God, we can put this large hide in here. Turn into 3 times leather. Our first pieces of leather will be available in 4.5 days. 4.5 days? Almost choked on my water. Alright then. Sheesh. Okay, armor. So let's just think about this. We're going to use copper because we have loads of copper and it's easy to make. Copper chain. Chain body armor. Goes onto a body leather jerkin, which requires quite a lot of leather. With that, we can add chain to the leather armor to make chain body armor. And then on top of the chain, we can put plate. Wow. So it all starts with leather. But for now, just to see us over, I think we're going to go for copper lamella armor, which is really easy. Easy, he says. Okay, so now that's all cooking. I'd love to just do a bit of chiseling. You know, just something to... I felt like that was quite a flurry of activity. I want to add in my slate block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. It's nice. Just add a little bit of texture, you know. We're gonna need to build a big house. Because this bit looks hideous as well. Could do with some chiseling too. It's nice to just be able to add a little bit of texture, you know. Okay, it's probably time for bed. I'm just chiseling everything here. That's the spirit. Right, let's get some rest. We achieved nothing productive today at all. We were just chiseling all day. That's okay. Chiseling is extremely enjoyable. Ah, good morning. Oh. Yeah. It's definitely time to build yourself a new house, mate. Because this is just silly. You're living in a hole. We can thrive. We can prosper. First, though, we need more andesite. Oh my goodness, it's foggy. Let's do some sprinting to keep you warm, mate. I love how I just left house with just a full inventory as well. What are you even going to dig up? Your inventory's full of stuff. I don't want to organize my chests. You can't make me organize my chests. You can't make me. I don't want to. You can't make me do it. Ah! Oh, lovely. Ah. Lovely stuff. Should we get drunk on some of this blueberry wine? Where's me jug? Where's me bloody jug? There's my jug. It's got blueberry juice in it. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to continue on with our copper making. We just got kind of wildly distracted. We're just doing things in like little chunks here and there, and eventually something will get done. Okay, copper. Copper. Today we're doing copper. I assume our molds are done. They are indeed, so let's grab these. Oh, do you mind? No one wants you here, you know, you little freaks. No one loves you. No one will ever love you. Disgusting little bastards. Don't look at the chests too closely, please. I know I was organised, but now I am no longer. I will do it. Don't worry. Gonna fix it. First, though, copper. Copper is on the agenda. Some copper in here that needs to be... Might as well cook this quickly. And, as I can hear the bees going ballistic in the background, it would be good to use all those cattails I found. I'm pretty sure I had over 60 somewhere. Can you see them? They're in my inventory. So we just need some clay and some skips. That's a lot of bees. Please return to your skeps. No. What happened? My bees. I put skeps down for you again. Ah, shit. This is your fault, isn't it? Bug doesn't care. He's always smiling. We'll figure that out in spring. There's bees like everywhere around us. I think it's because we harvested them during the winter. Maybe that was a bad idea. Because the flowers maybe aren't... Yeah, I guess we just committed some kind of Geneva Convention. We just bombed their homes, essentially. Sorry, bees. That's pretty tough. What was I doing? I've completely forgotten. Oh, yeah. I assume that's all the copper we have. Everything else is so poorly organised. Oh, I realised I should have... Oh, no. My crops. Do I get my seeds back? I do, thank God. It's alright. We'll do our first harvest. First planting in the new year. Still got 9 turnips out of that, though. Which is pretty neat. I actually think we should go and get more copper. Don't you think? Yeah, I'm on them. Let's boogie. Resin, resin, resin. Oh, hell yeah. Really got to check these caves more often. Stumbled across an old underground tailor. And he's inside. Or it. He, she, whatever it's called. I'd love to make some glue for this coat rack. That would be wicked. Pitch glue. So how do I do it? Resin. Pitch glue will harden for us. Use something clutter to repair it. It's made from resin and powdered charcoal. Put 2 of each ingredient in a cooking pot over a fire. Fill every slot in the pot and heap it up to make this sticky substance. Dirty state. Glue must be hot to use within a few hours after making it. Harden if hardening can be. Oh, wicked. Okay, I'm going to do that for sure. Powdered charcoal. I just grind up charcoal. Yeah, we've got loads of resin. Okay, so. There you go, kids. Always check your, just check the caves. Because you never know when you might find just a chandelier. Oh, fudge yes. Fudging hell yes. Cool. Something. Jesus. Suppose we are pretty deep down there. Oh, let's get some rest, buddy. My little friend. Good morning, Puggington. Copper's almost done. Oh, shit. That actually scared the hell out of me. Man, these guys suck. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Look at them all on my lake. Get out of here, you little freaks. Get loads of fences. And we're going to put some daub up in our new little area here. Don't worry, we're going to put like pillars going down there, basically. Loads of ingots. Nice, cool. Ingots all good. Lovely chandelier. From the chandelier. Now we're looking for our daub. I'm sure we still had some daub somewhere. Oh god, those chests are filling me with anxiety. We'll get more quartz. Always need more quartz. Finally grab some of this peat as well. Okay. Well, that's something. I mean, I think he looks great. Don't you? I think he looks just outstanding. Nice. Hello, my good friend. We've upgraded you. Alright, let's do it. This gives me a headache already. Lots more clay as well. Plant our seeds, get our clay. Open up the rest of this pit. See what I'm working with. How much charcoal we got left? Not much. We just put this chalk stone in there because it's not actually windy right now. But I think if I just put that in there, then when it's windy, it will just grind it up and we can make more lime. You put the lime in the quern. You shake it all the quern. And then we'll figure out how to use the health hammer a little bit later. So we also need more flint, which is expensive to burn. It's okay. We'll get it burning before we go to bed, though. Keep staying up a bit later than I usually do because I don't realise what time it is. We should go to bed earlier because we're missing out on precious daylight by staying up this late. Good night, Puggington. And good morning. Oh, beautiful wintry day. All praise the tree, Bug. All praise the tree. Oh, Pug. What are you doing? No, Pug. No, not like that, Pug. Pug. 12 glass. It's a bit. I'd like to do some iron, please, if that's okay. Now, I can fit 120 nuggets in there. I don't know how much charcoal that's going to take. Probably a lot. Let's see, shall we? Okay, so the windmill's turning. Let's see if it's grinding our lime. Oh, some sort of semblance. Hello, my name's Semblance. Some sort of semblance of automation, which is extremely exciting. In there. Okay. This I need. And have some more somewhere. And we'll take it over to our clay. And our sand. And our dirt. Dirt, glorious dirt. We want to make raw daub. Yellow. So, we need any clay, I said. Any clay. Clay, dry grass. Do we have any dry grass? That's okay. It's scything season, baby. Wowie, that is so satisfying. Automation, Bug. Automation. Ah! So we can put the glass roof on this too. Where do we want our greenhouse to be? That's a good question. Probably over in the farmlands, right? This area is going to be our farm. Hi! Oh, okay, so that rabbit actually got trapped in there. It's because so much lime has been querned. Let's make this a bit nicer as well. snaking up the cliffside a little bit. Let's think about that for a second. Let's... Cause there's probably other blocks that we could kind of sneak in there as well, you know. Yeah, we could use a slate rock of some description. We have so much iron, it's kind of insane. Maybe like a little bit of andesite as well for that. We have some andesite cobble stairs as well already, actually. That could make chiseling a bit easier. Chisel me up, baby. Chisel me up. I'm gonna go for the old double chisel first, because we need it. We need them. God, it's so dark. So dark, 6:30. There's already monsters creeping about. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking about just replacing. Actually, what can we do with this andesite? Can we make it pretty? Andesite polished. We need a pulverizer. I don't know what a pulverizer is, but I'm gonna see, this is annoying me though. That I can't. I have to go around it. So we should get rid of this, even though we chiseled it nice and nicely. I take it back. I'm gonna put it back the way I got it. Yeah, it's fine. Saw, please. Nope. Nope. Ah. We'll make it inside. Hug. Thin bronze. Shit. I think we used it all. We used it all, didn't we? How the hell did you hit me? Fair fucks, that was a nice shot. Let's just go to bed. Good night, puggers. Good morning, puggers. Okay, nice. Both our chisels are now in a good shape. Why are you still here? I don't want to fight you. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. That was horrible. I'm under siege. Problem is with the frozen lake is that they spawn on the lake. I wish I could collect these. Where did I put my bowl? Ooh. What? Horrible. Use that in the intro. Creeping past the window. Ah! And the Bowtorn are... I hate you. I despise you with a passion. Oh! Why are the three of you there? What the what are you doing, you little rascals? Just doing some kind of Jet Li karate move on the side of the building. In my workshop. Good sorts of flax, though. Well, they actually dropped any flax. Oh my god, there's a lot of them coming. Please. Please. Why attack me if you're just going to run away? Absolutely pathetic little animals. Free flax fibre, though. I'll take it. Can't say that quickly. Free flax fibre. Okay, I did say it. Quickie. Quickie. 6 iron blooms in there. That's 6 iron ingots. Oh. No, I don't like those guys. At least they're easy-ish to kill. It'd be nice to see how I can make better healing poultice. It's honey. Honey and powdered sulfur. Man, they hate me. Just trapped in here. I guess I'll have to do some chiseling. That's a shame, isn't it? It's just so cool what you can do. Like, can I use dirt as a filler? I can, that's really silly, but... smear that dirt in there. That's so cool. Why? Why can't that one be dirt? That's so stupid. Whatever, I'll take the dirt out of that one as well. Now it kind of looks like a picture frame. Wait, can I... Oh! Wait, is it still there? No way. Oh, I don't like this. I don't know what I did. How do I undo that? That just looks like they're see-through windows. Which I... Honestly, man. These guys. Yeah, it's kind of dumb that you can not, like, walk into it, but whatever. Oh, I'm just vibing. I haven't made any progress, really, for a little while. I'm just chilling, you know. Here's, like, the hallway where we're going to display stuff in, I think. Take those display cases from downstairs and move them into here. This is going to be my bedroom, I think. Nice, loads of lime. That is actually amazing. We can take these. Do I have any more of those downstairs? Let's double check quickly. stuff. Those can just go in there. 3 leather. Hell yeah, that's our first leather. Leather. That's going to give us 22 leather. What can we make with leather? I can't speak. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Leather backpack. That feels like it could be pretty good. Blacksmith apron, leather braces, longbow, wooden shield, square antler mount, books, glider, rusty gear, plain cloth, glider schematic. How the hell did you get that? What is that? Where's that come from? Parchment, glider schematic. No idea. Leather backpack, however. This is what we want. Cool. Our first letter. That is a reason to celebrate and praise the tree. It only just took us, 8 or 9 months. More iron. Oh my god, we're gonna need so much. Where have all my torches gone? Where are my torches? There. Don't know why they ended up in there. Did we clear out our charcoal pit? Oh my god, we did. We need so much more charcoal. Oh my lord. Alrighty then. Which means we're gonna need a couple of copper axes. Let's get these in there. Light that bad boy up. Need a new saw as well. Ours is on the way out. I suppose we just have another saw lying around. Well, there's both our pickaxes. Lead. Lead ingot. Leaded glass pane. A molybdejikos. Copper and lead. Molybdejikos. I have never heard of that before in my life. Is that a real thing? I assume so. Everything else in the game is real, so I assume that's a real thing. Well, not everything else in the game is real. Not everything. I've got my tongs, you bastard. Copper axe head, please. Thank you. I love smithing. Smithing is so much fun in this game. Should have made a hammer. So this one's is about to break. Don't think I've got a spare lying around. That means we've got 2 axes for tomorrow, or at least 1 axe for now. 6:30. Goodness me. Okay. How much life have you got on your hammer? No, these are both really low. So what we should do is grab some of our excess copper if we have any sitting around. No? Well, we can use one of these iron blooms to make... yeah. Yeah. The baddies are probably going to come out soon, but you know what time it is, even though my hammers are about to break. Problem is, if both my hammers break, then I can no longer smith, which means I can't do iron, which means I need more copper, which means I need to check if I've got 100 worth of copper in either of these crucibles. You got a crucible in there? Some of the others might have leftover copper in there. How much have you got? 100. Perfect amount. But we have no charcoal. Oh boy. Yeah. No charcoal. I wish I'd been a little bit more efficient. 2nd of January. Happy New Year, Pug. We missed New Year's Day. Happy New Year, tree. Just kind of plodding along. I'm just really enjoying just sort of just vibing. I'm just vibing with the vintage story right now pretty hard. I think I'll probably just end up streaming just gonna end up streaming this game after this 100 days video, I think. It's just such good vibes. Really is. Everything takes ages to do, but I'm gonna fuck with that, you know. There's basically just always something to do. It's just non-stop. Right. I want to cut down this palm tree. Does it add to the aesthetic? I think it adds to the aesthetic, you know. I definitely want to put a roof on that. However, which does require me to cut down palm trees. Can't hear any bad guys though, so maybe we're safe this evening. No. Safe? I'd love to continue this path a little bit more too. There's no bad guys tonight. I know what we can do. Something real simple to pass the time. I've been meaning to do for ages, but keep forgetting. Because it's a good way to get handles, apparently. Is just to go panning. Keep it real simple. And just go panning. Panning in the lake. Oh, my torches. Oh, sheesh. Christ. What a doofus. Alright, let's go to bed. Tomorrow we chop down every pine tree within the vicinity and turn it into firewood. Alright, let's go chopping. It's chopping time, baby. Still dark? I don't care. We're chopping. Chop this one so we can see the sunrise, Pug. How about that? Oh my god, these bow torn, man. I hate them. I hate them so goddamn much. You suck. They die fast, which is good, but despise them deeply. This is oh my god, no! I just want to cut down trees in peace. I'd actually say that I know that I don't have good armor and that, but this like I don't yeah. The mobs, I wouldn't turn them off in a future playthrough, but I'd like reduce the intensity because I just can't look at them. I just can't be bothered really. They're just annoying. They're not like any particular challenge or anything to deal with. They're just annoying little guys really. I'd rather just be chilling out, you know, just collecting my wood. And I know it's winter and it stays dark for ages. Even still, I don't know. Even still, not really for me. Look at them all. I guess if I just like really lit up the area as well, maybe they wouldn't come for me. Maybe that is kind of like what you're meant to do. Could be. But that one's under the lake. Put that in the intro maybe. Stick that in your intro and smoke it. That is deep, dark, isn't it? And I have no torches, so what am I doing? And our inventory's full. Foolish boy. This one we're going to saw up. Pine planks for the roof of the windmill. Should the roof be made of... No, it should be. It should be all wood, baby, all wood. It's not super pretty. But alright, it will be. It will be. That's my promise. It's going to be gorgeous. I reckon that probably already looks better, to be honest. Yeah, it's going to look really cute. Now, do we have more iron blooms? Holy spaghetti balls. How many's that now? 12 iron blooms. Holy shit. Well, they're ready to go once we have some charcoal. But we're not even close to that, actually, right now. We gotta chop down more trees, baby. And plant them too. This will kill our supply of pine if we just deforest the whole area. Did hear a wolf over here. Rather not engage right now. Soon though. Soon I will be ready for the wolves. Once I have my armor up. Wow, we still need to cut down more trees. It's so funny. Oh, the axe broke. I heard that thing. I freaked out. Ay. Love the chandelier. Be nice if we could hang it on like a little train though. It's not what I wanted to do. We don't have a hammer currently, so we can't actually chisel them. We need to chop down more trees. But I don't want to do that right now, because even though it's still sunny, there's still monsters around. Maybe we could try this way. Cut down this massive pine. No, I quite like that one. This little birch here, though. Oh, look at that. We need another lantern for up there, don't we? Yeah, we do, because that will look sick. And so, just like that, I stopped playing Vintage Story, and Pug's little adventure comes to an end. Not with a bang, but with a whisper, which is what I think Vintage Story is all about. That last third of the video was mostly unedited, unnarrated, just the way I was playing the game. I was loving it, but all things must end. I might revisit this one in the future when there are new content updates for the game. It's a really good game. Thanks for watching, and good night.